It is a beautiful day for baseball, and that's what we've got here on Western New York Athletics. I'm Stu Boyer along with Tom Prince, and we're on the campus of ECC North, where the Cats will play the T-Wolves of Niagara County Community College. Tom, couldn't ask for a better day for a ball game.
It really is. I mean, it's I don't have the exact temperature, but we're closing in on the 50-degree mark with a light wind. Shouldn't come into play, though, as far as balls going all over the place. This is just a gorgeous day right here in Williamsville. Well, Williamsville, Amherst, we're right on the border of it all, really. So, but no, we're excited. This should be a great one. We're going to talk about some of the players here that have been stars here locally in high school and now getting the chance on the JUCO stage to do something. And we will absolutely be able to call a great game here today. I'm really excited. We're going to talk about two pitchers, too, that are local pitchers that are going to go head-to-head with each other.
Devin Farnham and Mike Hartman. NCCC, by the way, is 7-5. They beat ECC twice, 13-3 and 3-0. ECC is 4-6. Joe Bouth is in his 30th year as head coach at ECC, and Matt Klingschmidt used to play for Joe at ECC. He is the head coach at NCCC. So the first pitcher we'll see is Mike Hartman out of St. Francis.
Yeah, Mike St. Francis, he's thrown a couple no-hitters, too, at St. Francis. He was a big pitcher in the Monsignor Martin division, and no doubt is somebody who can have a big game on this stage. Lefty pitcher, what was one of the top in the area when he graduated. And then flip on the other side, we're going to talk about Devin is from Dunkirk. And Devin's already thrown a fantastic game this year where he went 1-0 against Monroe College, which was a Division I JUCO college out in the island. And he pitched to a 1-0 loss, but still 1-0 game against one of the top programs in the area. Boy, we're talking about a great pitching matchup here today then.
Hartman, the left-handed starter for ECC, throws a fastball, changeup, slider, and curve. The first three batters he'll face in the top of the first are Scotty O'Brien, Andrew Fairbrother, and Cal Brazier. It's Brazier, and if it was an F, it would be Frazier, but it's a B, so it's Brazier. So Scotty O'Brien set to lead us off. Don Goller, the home plate umpire. Tom Fornarola on the bases. And Tom told me his name was easier to spell than to say. So O'Brien will bat right-handed. Against the left-hander Hartman, and you can hear the chatter coming from the NCCC dugout. Hartman into the windup. The pitch. High and outside for a ball, 1-0. Hare, Sisson, and Ranke in the outfield. Pitch is a little bit outside. Count goes to 2-0. Freiling at first, a Boothnaut at second, Salas at short. Pitch is fouled out of play. Count will go to 2-1. Karras is at third, and Cote behind the plate. 2-1 to leadoff batter Scotty O'Brien on a sun-drenched day here in Amherst. Strike on the corner, and the count goes to 2-2.
Nice pitch right on the outside corner right there. Live there all day, they'll tell you.
The windup in the 2-2 pitch. Up high, ball 3. Now, Hartman is one of the many players that you and I saw back in the AAA Muni Baseball League last summer. Count is full. The pitch. Ball 4, outside. And O'Brien goes down to first base. Not the way you want to start an inning. So now, that will bring up Andrew Fairbrother as O'Brien heads down to first base.
Andrew Fairbrother, graduate of Will North right here locally. Definitely was a standout in high school and somebody we're going to hear about going even further on to the next level.
The pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-0. O'Brien gets his lead from first. First baseman Freiling holding him on. Hartman working out of the stretch. And he'll throw over to first. O'Brien back easily. Fairbrother, right-handed batter. Batting gloves on both hands. The pitch. Bounced toward third. Into left field for a base hit. And NCCC has something going. First two batters reach base, one on a walk, one on a base hit. First and second, nobody out, and that'll bring up Cal Brazier, the first baseman.
Big spot here for both teams, right? N-Trip trying to break it open early right here. And ECC trying to settle down, looking for that ground ball double play.
Ball was hit in the right spot. Karasas just couldn't get to it. Runners lead from first and second. The pitch to Brazier. Outside, ball one. 1-0.
Doc Guller behind the plate's been an umpire at the International League for years. Has done a stint in the majors. Definitely a great umpire, one of the best here in Western New York.
Ball in there for a strike. Don a little later than I thought on the strike call there. That was my fault, not his. I actually did a story on Don when I was working at Channel 2 way back in 2001. We had to change a few things because the International League was not happy. They didn't want their umpires doing stories like that. Here's the pitch. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. Strike two, 1-2.
Nice squeeze there by Cote right there to be able to squeeze that one in.
Nobody out. Runners at first and second, top of the first. These are 7-inning games. Hartman, the left-hander, looks into Cote for the sign. Works out of the stretch, and he'll step off, and both runners will head back to their respective bases. O'Brien at second, Fairbrother at first. Nobody out.
Folks, we will only have the first game today. We're only able to do the first game, but we wanted to make sure we got at least one game in here of ECC versus N-Trip.
There's a strike, and it's a called strike three, and there's the first out of the game as Hartman gets his first strikeout. One away, and that'll bring up Cole Laskowski, the second baseman, first left-handed batter that Hartman will face. One away, runner still at first and second.
Cole, St. Mary's graduate, no doubt would have been probably up for, a couple of these guys would have been up for Player of the Year honors if we had played this past year. Cole, one of the leaders out of St. Mary's, no doubt a great ball player. Love his play over at second base.
The pitch. Not quite there, ball one.
That's the first time we've seen Hartman go inside. He's been living outside with all the batters so far. The first time we've seen him go inside.
First left-handed hitter, too.
Yeah.
The 1-0 pitch. In there on the inside corner. Breaking ball, 1-1. One and one on Laskowski. Left-hander Hartman. The stretch. Pitch ripped right at the shortstop. He'll flick it to the second baseman for the inning-ending double play. Line drive right at Salas. Flipped it to Abuthnot, and the runner, O'Brien, easily doubled off. He had no chance. So, at the end of one half inning of play, no runs, one hit, a walk, and a man left. At the end of the top of the first, it is NCCC nothing, and ECC coming to bat. We'll be back after. No breaks?
Yeah.
Okay, no breaks. Well, tough break there for Laskowski because he smacked that one hard, but the Adam ball, as in right at him.
And also a little bit of a shift as he was playing right up towards the middle right there, right? Normally if he was playing at back at his shortstop position, not so much, towards the second base bag, that could have gone through as a single, and then you'd be talking about scoring a run right there. Unfortunately, it flips it to the opposite side where it turns into a double play, and Hartman gets what we were looking for, right? That double play that he wanted to do to stop a big inning from happening.
Well, you can see from Farnham as he warms up. Look at the break on that ball. Just watched his first warm-up pitch, and it had a huge break on it. It'll be Sesson, Salas, and Hare, the first three batters that Farnham will face here in the bottom half of the first inning. No score. Here, umpire Gowler. 2 pitches, 2 warm-up pitches left, and then the throw will go down to second base. As we'll get set to start the bottom of the first. Arlen Sesson will lead it off. There's the throw down to second. And we'll see what ECC can do with Farnham here in the bottom half of the first inning. Sun-drenched day, just beautiful. The car on the way over here, the temperature got as high as 60 degrees, supposed to be in the 70s later this week. Right-handed batter against right-handed pitcher. The right-hander winds it up and fires. Down low for a ball. 1-0. N-Trip with a threat, but couldn't score in the top half of the first. Pitch is in there, or a little inside, I mean, for a ball. It's 2-0 on Sesson. We'll see if Farnham starts his first inning the way that Hartman did with a walk. Bouncing ball toward the shortstop. Grabs the high hop, throws to first. High throw, but the first baseman keeps his foot on the bag, and the out is made. Evans to Brazier for the first out of the inning. Goes 6-3 if you happen to be scoring along with us. I don't know why guys always say that. Does anybody sit at home and score along with them? Unlikely, but you never know. 1 out, nobody on. Sorry, that was Salas to Freiling on the play there. Second batter of the inning takes a ball outside, and this will be Isaiah Salas. The shortstop for ECC. Right-handed batter, 1-0. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lined. Diving stop by the shortstop. He'll throw to first. Not in time. It's a base hit. Great play there by Evans at short. His throw to Brazier. Not quite in time. That'll go as an infield hit. Great play there.
Evans, standout from Lakeshore. Boy, this kid is phenomenal over at shortstop. We knew he was going to be big coming into the JUCO scene, and he comes up big right there with a fantastic play that almost is a ESPN quality highlight right there.
A web gem. Greg Hare, the left fielder, is the batter. There's a throw over to first. Runner back in time. Farnham. Runner gets his lead from first. The pitch. Strike in there. 0-1. It's a great rivalry between these two programs, and that extends to just about every sport. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball, 1-1. Right-handed batter versus right-handed pitcher. The pitch. A little bit outside. That'll make it 2-1 on the batter. Farnham out of the stretch. Salas gets his lead. The pitch. Down low, 2-1. Breeze picking up. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a miss. I think he might have foul tipped that one. It's 2-2. 1 out. Runner on at first. Bottom of the first. No score. Greg Hare, the batter, with a 2-2 count. The pitch. Bounce towards second. To short for 1. The relay to first in time for the inning-ending double play. Leskowski to Evans to Brazier, and the inning is over. So great defense there. That ball was hit pretty hard too, but unfortunately, right at him. Each team gets a double play to get out of the inning. The end of one. ECC nothing, NCCC nothing.
Pitcher's best friend, the double play, right? Ground out double play. Comes up big right there. Boy, we've seen both pitchers right now pitching early to ground out double plays. I mean, or not, the other one wasn't a ground, I apologize. It was a line drive double play is what it was. But both double plays out there. So you can see both pitchers, too, living on that outside corner. You see as he went to the outside corner, he goes opposite right there. And comes up exactly what he needed. Defense comes up big behind him. And then there we go. We got a 0-0 game as we go to the top of the second now.
So one team getting the conventional ground ball double play, and the other one getting the double play off the line drive. You know, on the ECC coaching staff, both these teams have great coaching staffs. On the ECC team, imagine coming to school here and your coaches, if you're a pitcher, it's Joe Hesquith, former major leaguer, and if you're a hitter, it's Will Cordero, another former major leaguer. And I'll bet there are a lot of people who don't realize those two guys are still in the area.
Yeah.
David Sturpey leads off for ECC. He is the DH. Hartman into the windup and fire. Swing and a miss, strike one, 0-1.
You can see those right-handed batters. He's almost exclusively sitting on that outside corner. You can see Cote hasn't moved from the outside corner. You see that?
And he's unlikely to either, right? As long as it works. This has to be one of the nicest days for anybody to play baseball so far this spring. Swing and a miss, strike two, 0-2.
Went down low there. See if he comes with something off speed right here.
The wind up in the pitch. Outside, 1-2. Catcher Cote hanging on for a second there, trying to perhaps influence the umpire to get that third strike. Didn't work. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Sturpey. Down low, count goes to 2-2.
Definitely don't want to lose him here, right? You come out 0-2 in 2 balls. You don't want to lose him after you've been ahead in the count right here.
Here's the pitch. High and a little outside, 3-2. So 3 straight balls from Hartman after 2 strikes. That third strike, like the third out, always the toughest to get. Ball 4 outside, he walked him. That's the second walk of the game given up by Hartman.
Both leadoff, too.
Yeah.
Both leadoff walks.
Yep, and sooner or later, you're going to pay for that.
And I'll tell you, you just had what happens when you normally see the big defensive play, then they get a chance to come up right after it. Watch out, here comes Zach Evans up. I tell you, Lakeshore product, love this kid. Just a great kid, great family. I'm going to tell you, I loved covering this kid in high school.
Zach Evans, the batter, right-handed batter against the lefty Hartman. Sturpey gets his lead from first. Hartman will work out of the stretch. The pitch to the plate. Low and inside, ball 1. That's 5 straight balls now.
And these two used to play. These two were on the team that were on the team with Legion that went to the semifinals, the semi-nationals out there. These two were on the team together.
Bunted, popped up. Cote makes the catch. And the runner will go back to first base. Sturpey goes back to first. Evans fouls out to the catcher. Couldn't get the bunt down. Be a runner on first with 1 out, and that'll bring up Matt Ferris, the catcher.
Coach was trying to make.
Ferris, the catcher, right-handed batter. Sturpey leads from first. Throw over there. Back easily.
You could see Coach was trying to make something happen right there. What he was trying to do was put somebody in scoring position with less than 2 outs as he was trying to bunt his runner over right there.
1 out. Runner on first. That's Sturpey. He led off the inning with a walk. This is Ferris, the catcher. The pitch. Up high. Throw down to first. Not in time. The runner Sturpey gets back. So Cote not afraid to fire that ball around the infield. Now, I wonder how many of these guys we'll see in the Muni League this summer.
You know, now that other leagues will be back, I'm not sure at this point. I mean, it's going to all depend on where you're going to go, what league you're going to play in.
Here's the pitch. Foul back onto the screen. Tom would have caught that if there was no fence around, I'm certain.
See, here's the difference: is a lot of leagues, especially some of the big leagues, especially that were the collegiate leagues, got shut down. So, will they play in here, or will we see them go back to some of those leagues?
Here's the pitch to Ferris. Foul back onto the screen. Count goes to 1-2. So last year, the Muni League was great. We had players like Josh Surowick and LG Castillo. Be interesting to see if those young men come back and play in the Muni League.
Well, hopefully LG Castillo is going to be playing
right.
professional baseball. So
that's true. Throw over to first. I saw Surowick had a walk-off grand slam for Mercyhurst a week ago Saturday.
We've had a couple Mercyhurst players doing well down there. Troy Banks is also having a year down there for Mercyhurst baseball.
Sturpey gets a big lead. Here's the pitch. Line foul down the right field line. That was not a threat to our man Russ Battaglia on running the camera today, I don't think, but it was.
No, it was way over his head, so there's no doubt I was watching that one.
See, I know you would have made the catch on the foul ball. Russ, you know. 1-2 the count. Sturpey leads from first. The pitch. Lined into center field. Right at the center fielder. Sesson puts it away, and Sturpey will hold at first. Hard hit ball, but right at him. 2 outs, and that will bring up the left fielder, Lance Baldensberger. Runner remains at first. Another right-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher, Hartman. That was a special treat last summer to see some of those guys in that, which is a good league to begin with, but that certainly didn't hurt it any. Here's the pitch. Inside and low, ball 1, 1-0. 2 down. Sturpey on at first, led off the inning with a walk. Evans fouled out. Ferris flew out to the center fielder. The stretch. Throw over to first. He's back in plenty of time is Sturpey. You can hear the breeze picking up in our headsets.
I'm trying to hold an umbrella to keep shade so we can actually see the computer here, and it wants to pull away from me.
There goes the runner. The pitch lined into right field. The right fielder is there. Ranking makes the catch, and that brings the inning to a close. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left, and no errors in the inning. At the end of an inning and a half, it is NCCC nothing and ECC nothing. So we got a scoreless game after an inning and a half. But you did see the ball. You hear the hitters making some decent contact.
Yeah. Like I said, Hartman just wants to make sure that first batter he doesn't keep walking. You don't want to put somebody out there in score, in the opportunity to be able to put them in scoring position with a bunt, like what Coach Klinger-Smith was trying to do right there, right? And then at the same time as you try to bunt them over, now you don't have a force play or anything else. It's a runner on second in scoring position. Anything can happen then. So definitely you've seen the first batter. He's just got to buckle down that first batter. But after that, he's looked really good. And he's really focusing on that outside corners where he's been focused on living out there, and almost say is what you try to do is when you're going on the outside is you're either trying to get guys to roll over is what you're trying to do with that outside pitch, or you're trying to get them to over pull the ball. A couple different things you're trying to get them to do. So by living on that outside corner, there's more chances of that right-handed batter making that mistake right there. And again, but you saw a couple good hits here. You saw one hitter go straight up the middle. You saw the last hitter go oppo. So they are starting to see that outside pitch and trying to do something with the outside pitch, which is the right thing, and it's go opposite field, up the middle, opposite field on it.
Colin Freiling will lead off for ECC. First inning ended when Hare bounced into that 4-6-3 double play. Two great baseball programs here in Western New York at the collegiate level. Right-hander Farnham getting set for his second inning of work. Freiling, the first baseman, bats him left-handed here. Farnham winds it up and fires. Outside, 1-0, ball one. Freiling steps out of the batter's box, knocks the dirt out of his cleats, and steps back in. Here's the pitch. Line drive, hit pretty well on the left. Left fielder backing up and makes the catch. Baldensberger puts it away for the first out of the inning. Hard hit ball, but it hung up there, and there's one away. That'll bring up Adam Ranke, the right fielder, another of the many players in this game that we saw in the Uni AAA League this past summer.
Adam is Star Point graduate and one of the stars that came out of this Star Point program.
Chopped down the third baseline. Fair ball. Long throw to first is not in time.
He called him safe. He called him safe.
I said it was not in time. He's safe. The throw from Fairbrother to Brazier was high and pulled him off the bag. So that's going to be an error on the throw, E5.
So Coach Klinger-Smith is asking for help. He wants him to talk to the home plate umpire right here.
Yeah.
What Matt Klinger-Smith is saying on this play is he thought the runner was tagged is what he was. He didn't need to be able to touch the base, and he was talking about a tag here.
Well, we'll see if I don't think they're going to change the call, and we obviously don't have the benefit of all the replays that the major leaguers have. I was just waiting for the umpire, Tom Fornarola, to make the call. He called him safe because the throw was high, and the first baseman, Brazier, had to jump up to get it. So now the Niagara County Community College team will have a huddle on the mound as
he wanted him to ask for help. He wanted him to go to the umpire, the home plate umpire, and ask for help, and he's not doing it.
No. So there's a runner on first, and that'll bring up Carter Arbuthnot, the second baseman for ECC. That's the first error of the ball game. Good stab by Fairbrother. And that's a tough throw from third to first. And that one was high and to the inside of the bag. Brazier made a great effort. Was able to catch it, get his foot down on the bag, but it was ruled that the runner had beat him there. Runner Ranke gets his lead from first. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball one. Right-hander Farnham facing the left-hander Arbuthnot. Ranke runs well. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball and a beauty in there for a strike, and the count goes to 1-1.
He's got a nasty breaking ball. That thing really does cut nice.
1 ball, 1 strike on Carter Arbuthnot. There goes the runner, the pitch, down low for a ball. There's no throw to second as the ball popped out of Ferris's glove. And now ECC has a runner in scoring position with just 1 out.
Ranke using his speed and now trying to make something happen. Here it is, what we talked about, the same thing, right? Get to a runner in scoring position, less than 2 outs, and this is their opportunity right here.
So ECC trying to break out on top. Here's the pitch. Oh, it hit him. And they'll have first and second with just 1 away. That's the first hit by pitch of the day. And that'll bring up Cole Cote, the catcher, with 2 on and 1 away here in the bottom half of the second inning of a scoreless game. Scoreboard out there in left field, covered in bright sunshine, making it hard to read the numbers.
That's why we don't have our second camera on it. We couldn't even pick the numbers up off the scoreboard for you.
Well, too much sunshine's a good problem to have. The pitch is down low for a ball, 1-0. Ranke leads off second, Arbuthnot off a first. 2 on, 1 away, bottom of the second in a scoreless game. Cote looking to get the Cats on the scoreboard first. Here's Farnham out of the stretch. bounce toward the third baseman, slowly hit. He'll pick it up, throw over to first. In time, they get the out. Fairbrother to Brazier for the 5-3 put out, but it does move the runners both into scoring position. So there's 2 outs and runners at second and third for ECC, and A.J. Karosis will be the batter. Left-handed hitter. He's the third baseman for ECC. Fairbrother's been pretty busy this inning.
He really has. And I had a chance to, I did weekly recaps for Western New York High School baseball.
Pitch is down low for a ball, 1-0.
I will tell you, every week I did a recap, Farnham was in there for something. If it wasn't his bat, it was more than 7 strikeouts in a game. I'm telling you, I recognize this kid week after week.
Bounced on the ground toward the second baseman, picks it up, throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Lesowski to Brazier, and NCCC finds a way to get out of the inning. Farnham gets a couple of ground balls. No runs, no hits, an error, a batter hit by a pitch, and 2 men left on base. At the end of 2 complete, it's NCCC nothing and ECC nothing. And the most important thing is the scorecard is clean, which means I can still read it.
But I'll tell you, both pitchers doing a very good job right now of getting some of those key ground balls, right? That's been really the key in getting themselves out of innings where they could be breakout innings for either team so far, right? Hartman pitches out of the first, which could have been a big breakout there. And there you go, Farnham pitches out the second, which could have been a big breakout for ECC right there, with runners on second and third right there. So far, both pitchers very helpful to themselves with some key ground balls.
And we just want to remind you again, today is a doubleheader. We'll be bringing you just the first game, and these are both 7-inning games. So Hartman taking his warm-up pitches. Vinny Stutz will lead off the inning. Then we'll go back to the top of the order. That'll be O'Brien and Fairbrother.
And for those of you from Lancaster will recognize that name, Vinny Stutz right there. As Vinny, huge Lancaster ball player. Boy, he's a kid too. He's got power. He's got a bunch of things that he brings to the game. And I'll tell you, Vinny Stutz, no doubt a great ball player that comes out of Lancaster.
Top half of the third, no score. You can hear the N-Trip players encouraging their teammate. Steps out of the batter's box, rubs some dirt on his hands. Now steps back in, pounds the end of the bat on home plate. Here's the pitch. High and outside for a ball. 1-0. Wind up and the pitch. Line down the right field line. Foul ball. Hard to see down there, so I was waiting for the umpire to make a signal.
Remember, Stu, we kept talking about that outside pitch, and you've got to go with it, right? Go opposite field with that. That's exactly what Stutz goes on that one, and just misses the line right there as it just goes foul.
1-1 on Stutz, leading off the top of the third. The pitch. In there for a strike, and the count goes to 1-2. Kept the bat on his shoulder that time, and umpire Don Goller raised up the right arm to say that's in there for a strike. 1-2. The windup, the pitch. Breaking ball doesn't break the way he wants it to, stays up high, and the count goes to 2-2. O'Brien and Fairbrother will follow after Stutz. The windup, the pitch. High fly ball, hit pretty well to right, going back, and it's over the right field head. Stutz hits first. He's on his way to second. He's going to head for third. Here comes the throw, the slide. He's in there safely with a leadoff triple. Vinny Stutz starts the inning off with a blast to right over Ranke's head toward the fence, and Stutz wheels around to third, and NCCC is in business here in the top half of the third inning.
What did I say before that bat? Known for his power. And what does he go? He goes deep to the opposite field right there for a triple and gives even more life right now to the Thunderwolves.
Top of the order, Scotty O'Brien, runner on third. The pitch to O'Brien. Popped up way down the right field line, foul and out of play. Strike one, 0-1. O'Brien walked to lead off the ball game. No score, NCCC with a threat here. Runner on third, nobody out. Stutz leading off at third. O'Brien awaits the pitch from Hartman. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike two, 0-2. High fastball there, and he couldn't quite get around on it. 0-2 on O'Brien. Stutz creeping down the line from third. Hartman out of the stretch. The pitch. Up high for a ball, 1-2. NCCC trying to take the lead. This is the third meeting of these teams this season. NCCC has won both. The pitch. Down low, and the count evens at 2-2. O'Brien, the right-handed hitter, waits the pitch from the lefty Hartman. And here it comes. Popped up, foul and out of play. Count remains 2-2. You can hear the enthusiasm of the NCCC players. Love the baseball chatter. Here's the pitch. Chopped on the ground, up the middle, into center field, a base hit, and O'Brien drives in the first run of the ball game with a ground ball single up the middle. So Stutz scores. It's 1-0 NCCC on the O'Brien single. Hit it right where no one can get it. Salas and the booth knot unable to come up with that one, and that will bring up Andrew Fairbrother, the third baseman. Got a base hit his first time up. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. O'Brien gets his lead off of first. Top of the third. The Thunderwolves have just scored to take a 1-0 lead. A triple and a single. Triple by Stutz, single by O'Brien. Here's Fairbrother. Fouled out of play. Well, you can hear how much scoring that run got the NCCC dugout pumped up.
They've been pretty loud even started this inning, right? They've really been into this game.
Hartman out of the stretch. He'll throw over to first and back safely, easily as O'Brien. That's just a little throw to let you know that I know you're there.
And if you look at both dugouts, both teams are up against the fence. They're in this. They both want this ball game.
It's got to be quite a rivalry. Runner goes lined into left field. That's a base hit. And going to third is O'Brien. And making the turn at first is Fairbrother, but he'll stay there. So that's 3 straight hits to start the inning. And nobody out. Runners on at first and third. O'Brien at third, Fairbrother at first. And the batter now is Cal Brazier, who was called out on strikes his first time up. So N-Trip, you know, those 2 hard hit line drives last inning, maybe they figured out something about Hartman. The Cats would like nothing better than another double play. Runners lead from first and third. Nobody out. All started with a walk. Stutz started it with a walk. O'Brien got a hit.
I don't know, Stutz started off with a triple.
Oh, I wrote it in wrong. How did I? Oh, I see what I did. I wrote my 3 looks like a B. There's the pitch. Foul back onto the screen. Just got a piece of that one. 0-1. Thank you. I got to write in the 3 better than the, and I knew that too. Here's the pitch to Brazier with runners leading from first and third. in there for a strike. 0-2. Left-hander Hartman out of the stretch. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He struck him out. Big strikeout there for Hartman. First out of the inning. Second strike out of the ball game for Hartman.
Both on the same player, right?
Yep. Batter now is Cole Lesowski. Chance for N-Trip to do some more damage here. They lead at 1-0 in the top of the third. 3 straight hits to start the inning. Left-hander against left-hander. Throw over to first and back easily is Fairbrother. So both these teams lost their baseball season last spring too, didn't they?
Yes,
because
they did.
of COVID, everybody. So, well, we're all grateful that they're back. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball and a beauty in there for a strike. 0-1 to Lesowski's.
In fact, the ECC was down in Florida when they got the call that it was actually canceled. They were actually in the middle of playing their games down in Florida when they found out.
Lesowski rips one right back up the middle. Diving stop at shortstop. He'll flip to second to get the force play there. So Salas with a diving stop. That one might have hit Hartman on the way out. He flipped to the second baseman of Boothknot to get the force out on Fairbrother. But that ball was hit hard in the second run of the inning scores to make it a 2-0 game. So 2 down. Runner on at first, and Sturpey the batter. Lesowski hit that one hard outside for a ball.
Salas makes a great play over at shortstop as he lays out for that one. Still even almost made the double play.
And I think that hit Hartman's glove or something on the way there.
Looked like it may even have caught his leg, actually.
Yeah, it definitely hit something. Here's the pitch. Chopped on the ground toward the second baseman. Gobbled up, thrown to first. A Boothknot throws over to Freiling, and the inning is over. But NCCC draws first blood. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. At the end of 2.5 innings, it's NCCC 2, ECC nothing. So now we'll see how ECC answers. The DH Mason Wright will lead off. Be followed by the top of the order, Arlen Sesson and Isaiah Salas. So now Farnham has a lead to work with. So it was N-Trip. Do you know if they were at home or on the road when they found out?
I don't know where they were when they found out. And really, pretty much the only reason I really know where ECC was at the time was my son was actually playing for ECC at the time down in Florida. I was actually down with the team down in Florida, actually watching the games, and just couldn't believe that, you know, what was happening. It was literally at the beginning of everything when it was just starting to take effect.
So that was your son Jordan?
Yes. Yep, my son Jordan got to pitch in 2 games down there, and in fact got to close out one of the games against a Division II JUCO team, and then pitched against one of the Division I JUCO teams down there, and had some good outings as he was down there representing ECC.
And he's at Binghamton now.
He is, but he's not on the baseball team at Binghamton, but he's down at Binghamton going to school, yes.
How's he like it there?
Loves it there. That's one of the reasons why he decided to go. It just fell in love with the school.
And they've actually had in-person classes?
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's got one today, in fact.
So we know where he is right about now, theoretically. Wainwright, left-handed batter, will face Farnham. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1, 0-1. 2-0 NCCC, bottom half of the third inning here at ECC North. Here's the pitch. Bounced on the ground towards second base. Gobbled up, thrown over to first first out of the inning. Laskowski to Brazier, and there's one away. And that's the second straight play that has scored 4-3, because that's how the bottom half of the second inning ended.
Cole, just a smooth second baseman over there. You've seen him make already some great defensive plays. Just a really good, smooth second baseman. Expect that he's going to always make that play over there.
Arlen Sesson, the right-handed hitter, takes a breaking ball or curve ball for a strike. 0-1.
That curveball's got some nice drop to it. It really does.
The pitch. Called the ball. He checked his swing, went off the catcher's glove. Here's the pitch. Another breaking ball, but that one is inside, and it's a ball.
Those last two did miss by much,
No.
I'll tell you that.
No, not at all. And there's another ball, 3-1. So Farnham got the first out of the inning. I'm sure he would not want to walk anybody, especially the leadoff hitter. That one hit the bat. It's a foul ball. Sesson not happy because it hit his bat as he tried to check his swing, and that makes it a full count.
It looks like the bullpen's starting to warm up for ECC as Dylan Morehouse is going down there to warm up right now.
Is he another local kid? That name sounds familiar. He's not, huh? Okay. Pitch is popped up into center field. Center fielder is there, and O'Brien puts it away for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down for Farnham. That'll bring up Isaiah Salas, who singled his first time up.
And made that great play at shortstop up the middle. Saved a ton of runs right there, and it also saved a big rally from really happening.
Salas, right-handed batter. He also played in the Muni AAA league. We'll give a few plugs to Muni AAA. It's a terrific league. So high and inside for ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the third. N Trip leading ECC 2-0. They got 2 in the top of the third. The pitch, high and inside. Ball 1. 1-1. Farnham working quickly. Curveball in there for a strike. 1-2. He's got that curve working nicely here. Here's the pitch. Bounces in there. Goes to the backstop. It'll be 2-2. When a pitcher gets in a rhythm like he appears to be, he can be very dangerous. And this inning so far has not been a high-stress inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Good cut at that one. Didn't get it, though. 2-2 on Salas. High fly ball, shallow left field coming in, and the ball will drop in for a base hit. The left fielder, Baldensberger, couldn't get there. Evans or Fairbrother couldn't get there either, and that's a base hit. So Salas is 2 for 2. Runner on first with 2 down.
Zach Evans looked right into the sun. That was actually one I thought Zach was going to be able to get to. You can see he looked right directly into the sun as he was making the turn there, and unfortunately couldn't see the ball.
Greg Hare, the batter, he hit it hard but bounced into a 4-6-3 double play to end the bottom of the first.
Greg Hare, another local Western New York guy. He's from Warsaw is where he comes from.
The pitch. Down low, ball 1.
I'm going to tell you, if this kid gets a hold of the ball, watch out. It's going yard. This kid's got tons of power.
Big right-handed batter. Tall, the pitch. Foul back onto the screen.
In fact, you talk about the AAA Muni League. He had some bombs I watched this summer.
The pitch. High and tight. Backs him up a little bit. Count goes to 2-1. Salas gets his lead from first. Stretch by Farnham. And the pitch. Bounced on the ground toward the shortstop. The high hop and the flip to second to end the inning. Evans to Laskowski, and the inning is over. Got a nice high, like the room service hop there to end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left at the end of 3 complete. It is NCCC 2, ECC nothing. We'll be back after this short break.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Zach Evans leads off for NCCC here in the top half of the fourth. T-Wolves leading this one 2-0 over the Cats from ECC. Mike Hartman still on the mound. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball and a beauty for a strike. 0-1.
Like I said, both these players know each other real well as they played all summer for years together, these two. So two players that know each other real well.
The pitch. High fly ball to center field. Backing up and making the catch is Sesson, and there's one away. Hard hit ball got up in the wind and stayed in the ballpark. Evans flies out for the first out of the top of the fourth. That'll bring the catcher Matt Evans to the plate. He flew out to the center fielder his first time up. So Hartman survived that two-run third inning and looking for a clean fourth. Farnham did get the clean third. That was big, the shutdown inning. There's another breaking ball and another beauty for a strike. 0-1 on Evans.
If I'm correct, this is the first time he got the leadoff batter out.
I'll have to look that up. I think you are. Here's the pitch. Bounced in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher.
Because he went walk, triple is what he went for the first three.
Excuse me, that was Cote. Let's see. Walk, triple. Yep, you're right. First time he's got the leadoff batter out. The pitch to Ferris, high and outside for a ball.
I'll tell you, glad we didn't use the scoreboard, Cam, because they're not using the scoreboard, so even though it is lit up.
Yeah, you're right. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball. It's very difficult to read because of where the sun is hitting it.
Yeah.
And it even says, you're right, it says 0-0 on it.
In the first inning, yeah. we had it on there, but the camera wasn't picking up the red real well for everybody to see.
Here's the windup by Hartman in the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. Beautiful pitch. Ferris stood there and watched it go by. Good pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the fourth, 2-0 NCCC. The windup in the pitch. High fly ball into shallow left field. Coming over to make the catch is Hare. And that is the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down, 2 fly outs. And that'll bring up Lance Baldensberger. So Hartman would love to get a 3 up and 3 down inning here in the fourth with his team down 2-0. His breaking ball in this inning has been sharper than ever in this game.
And you haven't seen him throw it as much as he's thrown it in this inning, so he's definitely going to it much more as an out pitch.
The windup in the pitch, that breaking ball stays up a little bit high. And it's ball 1, 1-0 to Lance Baldensberger, the left fielder for NCCC. That one's up high, fastball. Interestingly enough, both pitchers in this fourth inning seem to be in a pretty good rhythm. They're not wasting any time between pitches. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2-1.
Definitely the best inning so far I've seen Hartman look. He just looks more comfortable. He looks more in control. Everything about him just looks stronger this inning.
Here's the pitch. Popped up. Foul and out of play. Well behind the plate here. Now, back in the day, my favorite high jumper would have high jumped and got that when it went over the screen.
I got a story for you. We'll tell you a funny
Okay.
story.
Yeah, okay. In between innings.
Yeah.
The windup in the pitch. Down low, blocked nicely by the catcher, Cote. So Hartman would really like to get Baldensberger here. Two outs, nobody on, top of the fourth. And Tripp up 2-0, the pitch. Ball four, a little bit outside, so Hartman can't quite get the completely clean inning. 2 outs and a runner on first, and that will bring to the plate the right fielder Vinny Stutz, who had the big triple to start the third for NCCC. Between innings, we'll have Tom's story, which I'm looking forward to.
You'll get a laugh, I'll tell you that.
Okay, I like a good laugh. Runner on first, 2 down, 2-0 and Tripp in the top of the fourth. Now Hartman checks the runner. Runner gets his lead. Bouncing ball up the middle, gobbled up by the shortstop, Salas, who will flip to a booth knot for the force out to end the inning. So Stutz hits it hard again, but that one found the shortstop. So at the end of 3.5, no runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left, no errors. And at the end of 3.5, it's NCCC 2, ECC 2-0. And now, your story.
So you see out in the outfield where the fence goes taller to smaller?
Yes.
Over there as it goes over to foul territory?
Yes.
So when I was coaching in Little League, I was coaching the Orchard Park Little League, and the fence in the middle field is huge. Like, it would go way up over the scoreboard. It's like kind of like a green monster fence, we called it, for the little
Okay.
guys, right? Because it's the 12-year-olds players.
Okay.
But the fence over there, which was down, was about the same height as what that is. Well, I'm coaching third base in a game, and there's a melee going on in the other field as a big fight is about to break out. So I look at the umpires, and they know, like, I do a lot of things otherwise.
Well, you were running
and
the
things.
league. You're coaching and you ran
doing
the
all
league.
different things. So I look, and I see I got to get over there. And the umpire goes, go, and he calls timeout. I go running down the fence, and all of a sudden, listen, I can't high jump anymore, I'll tell you that. But for some reason, I got air over that fence and just put my hand on the fence, and I leaped over the fence, and everyone still talks about it to this day, about me jumping over the fence over there.
That is awesome. Now, a little background there, as you might or might not know, Tom was a high jumper in college for Manhattan, a Manhattan Jasper, which we're all familiar with living in this area because it's a MAC school. So batter now is Colin Freiling. He'll take a strike on the outside part of the plate from Farnham. 0-1.
Farnham comes out strong, looking good right now as we go to the bottom of the fourth here.
Here's the pitch. High and outside. ECC trailing 2-0. The windup in the pitch. Bounced on the ground, foul outside of first base. It'll be 2-1.
Okay, moving along nicely, and it's all because of the pitching staff that we've seen, and like what you've been talking about, that quick pace, both wanting to get up there and throw strikes.
Here's the pitch to Freiling. Bounces in the dirt. That's a ball. Now, I hope he didn't jinx us and slow down the pace. We got a good pace here.
No, but again, it's because of the pitchers there. You don't really see a pitcher change their cadence in the middle of the game, and both have a very good cadence right now going.
Freiling flew out to left field his first time up. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. So
That's that nasty curveball Farnham's throwing today. Boy, that thing is nasty out there, folks.
and that will bring up Adam Ranke. Was safe on an error by the third baseman. The pitch. High and tight, ball 1-0. The windup in the pitch. Foul down the right side, and it's going to go out of play. Well out of play. Now the wind is picking up, and it seems to be blowing left to right, so even if that one wasn't hit that hard or that far to the right, I think the wind would have taken it. Ranke, right fielder. Wind up in the pitch. Breaking ball bounced on the ground toward third. Nice stab by the third baseman. Throw to first in time. Fairbrother to Brazier.
Yep,
really
Fairbrother,
nice
great play. And he's had some action over there. He had some interesting plays come there. You wonder how that lip is over at third base. That ball just comes off the lip the right way, and it's going to take bounces different ways on him all the time.
2 out, nobody on base for Carter Arbuthnot, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. Made it as far as second base, but no further. Breaking ball and a beauty, but not quite beautiful enough. It's a ball. 1-0 on the left-handed batter. And now you can hear the wind really picking up. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-0.
He's just going to sit. He's looking dead red fastball right at the belt is what he's looking at right now, his pitch.
The pitch. Down low, bounces in the dirt, 3-0. I think one of the great things in your position, you've seen these kids play in high school and you see how much different they are at the collegiate level. That's a pretty cool thing. Here's the pitch. Down low, ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. And ECC gets a base runner.
But you see a lot of tendencies, right? You see, and everything we've talked about these players and who they are is really coming out in the field. Cole with his positional play out at second base, how he is a defensive star. You've talked about Stutz with his power, right? You've talked about Evans, what he brings to the game at short, as well as what he does with his bat. We've seen exactly what we see in high school, taking it to the next level.
The pitch to Cole Cote, chopped right back to the mound. Farnham has it. And he'll underhand the toss to the first baseman, Brazier. And the inning is over. ECC cannot take advantage of the base runner. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk and a man left. At the end of 4 complete, it's NCCC 2, ECC nothing. Good inning there for Farnham.
He really has looked strong. One inning really was only that we've seen it, that they've even threatened off him so far.
Hartman's been tough too, but he had that rough 3rd inning where they scored twice.
And that was with the leadoff triple. That's where that really started, right? That leadoff batter is just so important to either team, right? You getting that leadoff batter out as well as the other team trying to get that start for them.
It's the leadoff batter, and for me, if I'm pitching, I want strike 1 every time. And the guy who I thought was the best at that was Cliff Lee, the former major leaguer. His Cy Young year with Cleveland. Of course, I would know that.
I was going to say, we had to get a Cleveland reference in there.
It's the Indians' home opener today, by the way, against Kansas City. But he would always pound the strikes and was always strike 1, strike 1, strike 1. And that's the way to pitch. Now you got the batter back on his toes. So Hartman comes back out here for the top half of the 5th inning, and it'll start at the top of the order with Scotty O'Brien for N-Trip leading this one 2-0. So it'll be the top of the order, O'Brien, Fairbrother, and Brazier for NCCC. O'Brien walked and got a base hit, knocked in a run. He's having a good day. Top of the 5th, 2-0 NCCC. Mike Hartman into the windup, and the pitch to O'Brien. Breaking ball chopped foul down the 3rd baseline, 0-1. Right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Line down the right field line and deep, way back. And it's gone, a home run for O'Brien over the fence in right field. And it's 3-0 in favor of NCCC. Hit it the opposite way and got it out of the ballpark. Scotty O'Brien getting the high fives from his teammates. Lots of smiles, lots of high fives. And just like that, it's a 3-0 game. Nobody out here in the top half of the 5th. And the batter now is Andrew Fairbrother.
We talked about it a couple times, Stu. Go with the outside pitch. You go to the opposite field. He does that and does it with power there.
The pitch. Hopped up down the right side. It's in foul territory and cannot be caught. Great effort there by Freiling, the first baseman, and the right fielder Ranke, but they couldn't quite get to it. Strike one. 0-1 on Fairbrother. Something about home runs, Tom. they're just special. They really are. And obviously I'm not a former pitcher, so maybe that's why I appreciate them. Here's the pitch up high for a ball, 1-1. One and one on Fairbrother. Hartman fires, popped up, fouling out of play. Doesn't appear to be any action in the ECC bullpen.
They had it up earlier. We saw Morehouse go out there and warm up, and it looks like they're. But Hartman had a great inning last inning, so they're looking to see if they could build off of it.
High fly ball into shallow center field, and coming on to make the catch is Sesson, and there's one away. That'll bring up Cal Brazier, the first baseman. One out, one run in, nobody on base, top of the fifth, 3-0 NCCC. Mike Hartman has gone all the way. Both pitchers have gone all the way. This is the fifth inning. We don't keep pitch counts, at least Tom and I don't.
No.
Somebody probably is. Pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0.
Well, most of the teams use Game Changer and different things like that, and that's tracking all the pitches for you.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Outside, 2-0.
Game Changer's like an app is what it does, and what it does is it keeps the entire statistics for you on a game for the season, everything. It makes things much easier for you as a coach.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one, 2-1. I think my old boss, Jeff Woodard, had that when his daughter was pitching softball for Eden. He had everything.
Yep.
Because he would come in and he'd tell me, she did this, this, and this. And now he has two daughters. I'm not sure which one. I can never remember. Foul back onto the screen, 2-2. And I believe she's now pitching at Geneseo. But he was so excited because Jeff was a gadget guy. Here's the pitch. Down low, ball 3, 3-2. Hartman doesn't want to lose Brazier here.
Especially since his two strikeouts have gone against Brazier.
Yeah, right. Hartman. Rocks, fires, swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him for the third time. Brazier having a tough day at the plate. First time was a called strike. The last two have been swinging strike 3s. So that will bring Cole Laskowski to the plate. Laskowski lined into a double play and kind of got robbed at a 1-6-4 play to the shortstop that drove in a run. But he hit the ball hard. Pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. The wind up, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He had a big cut at that one. Laskowski taps the bat on home plate, the end of the bat, and the pitch. Foul down the left field line. That's about the first foul ball we've seen go down the left field line. Everything else has gone to right.
We don't have a lot of lefties in this game either. It's been all righties, so
that is
you're
true.
really getting around on one to go that way.
That is true. Hartman fires. Called strike 3, and the inning is over. Don Goller says that's a strike on the corner, and you are out. So, in the fifth inning, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. The hit, the Scott O'Brien home run to make it a 3-0 game for NCCC after 4.5. The T-Wolves 3, the Cats nothing. So, Hartman ends the inning with back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah, and again, the last 2 innings, he has just looked really strong. I mean, even with the home run, I mean, Yeah, he hit a spot. The guy hit a good pitch. I mean, you got to give sometimes hitters credit for hitting a good pitch at times. And then he went on the outside and he went to the opposite field and had some power with it. And plus, you know, there is a little bit of a wind blowing here. That's probably helping too at the same exact time. But we've seen both teams or both pitchers in this pitch a very good game so far. Farnham just looks that much better right now as not giving up a run yet.
Well, he's been rolling. According to my very unofficial statistics, he's given up 2 hits, both to Isaiah Salas.
And that curveball, when he throws that curveball, watch out. That thing's got great break on it, great drop on it. I mean, it really is a nasty hook that he's throwing. A.J.
Carosis, Mason Wright, and Arlen Sesson will be the first 3 batters to face Farnham here in the bottom half of the 5th. The Cats looking to get on the scoreboard. They need to get some hits, do some damage. They're behind 3-0. Carosis, left-handed batter against the right-hander Farnham.
And same thing. Right, they're looking. ECC is looking. They got to get that leadoff batter out there is what they've got to do.
Farnham reaches down, grabs a handful of dirt with his right hand and wipes his hand off on his pants and now looks into the catcher. Cote for the sign. Strike. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. Wind up in the pitch. Breaking ball lined right at the second baseman. Laskowski puts it away. Hit it hard, hit it right at him. 2 pitches, 1 out. That'll bring up the DH, Mason Wright. Wright bounced out to the second baseman, Laskowski, his first time up. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Foul. Out of play toward the left side. If you're looking for something to do on any given day, check the schedules and come out and watch some of these kids play baseball. It's a great brand of baseball, and I think you'll enjoy it. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball bounces, comes right back at us. Hits the backstop.
So the N-Trip bullpen is actually warming up right now as Matt Carden is in the bullpen.
Here's the windup by Farnham in the pitch. Bounced. Past the pitcher, Laskowski gobbles it up, throws to first in time for the out. 2 away. Laskowski, a busy man, but making all the plays today. And 2 up and 2 down. That'll bring us back to the top of the order. And Arlen Sesson for ECC. Sesson bounced out to the shortstop and flew out to the center fielder.
But I got to be honest, I'll be shocked they pull Farnham out right now. He just looks that good.
Well, we mentioned the dreaded pitch count. So
but his pitch count can't be high.
It doesn't seem like it. There's another beautiful breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. You hear the ohs and the ahs from the N-Trip bench. That was a beauty. Just dropped it in there. Little bit low, perhaps, to even the count at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Ripped into deep left field, way back, going back, and it's gone. A home run. Arlen Sesson gets ECC on the board with a solo blast to left, and it's a 3-1 game. Sesson getting that up in the air and out to left field. So ECC's on the scoreboard. It's our second home run of the day. Each team has 1. Sesson blasting that one over the fence in left field.
But the first big offense so far you've seen for ECC, and hopefully it's jump starting them. They need that jump start right now.
Isaiah Salas is the batter. Pitch is rocketed foul down the first baseline. 0-1. The pitch. Bounced in the dirt, goes all the way back to the screen. Well, it appears that whoever you said was throwing in the bullpen is now coming down the first baseline. Another ball bounces in the dirt in front of home plate, and it's 2-1. That's back-to-back pitches that have bounced in the dirt. So we'll see if they make the pitching change. But first, Farnham wants to get out of this inning. 2 outs, nobody on, and a run in. It's a 3-1 game in favor of N-Trip. There's a pitch that's chopped foul at home plate. That should even the count at 2-2.
Salas comes to ECC from Las Vegas is where he comes from, is where he went to high school.
Farnham checks for the sign and fires. Popped up. And it'll go out of play down the right field line. Count remains 2-2. Salas from Andre Agassi and Bryce Harper country. 2 famous athletes from Las Vegas. I remember reading a profile on Bryce Harper when he was in high school, and it was just like, this kid is the next great thing. He's a dynamic player with some very interesting opinions about selling baseball, and I agree with him about that. He hasn't always had the numbers you would necessarily expect, but is very capable of doing great things. Here's the windup by Farnham and the pitch. Breaking ball just off the outside corner.
He wanted that one.
Yes,
See that?
Yes,
he had that look in. He wanted that one.
3-2 now on Isaiah Salas. Farnham shakes off Cote. Now he's ready. The windup and the pitch. Check swing, foul ball out of play. Count holds at 3-2.
I'll tell you, Salas is looking to get on any way he can. Here's the next batter, and another kid with power here that really just get on base, make something happen.
Ball 4 is low and outside. So ECC gets a base runner with 2 down. And that will bring up Greg Hare.
And Hare's looking fastball. He wants to see a fastball. That's what he specializes in, what he hits. He gets a hold of one. Watch out, we could be talking about a tie ball game here.
Tall right-handed batter. Fastball hopped up down the right field line.
That's going to go out of play.
And it's out of play. Great effort there by the first baseman Brazier and the right fielder Stutz, but couldn't quite get there. So 0-1 on Hare. Farnham gets ahead of him. Salas will remain at first base. Similar to the Muni League, I'll bet most of these players know each other, not only from these 2 schools, but from playing in different leagues against and with each other. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that breaking ball just missed, and it's 1-1. Wow, that was close. But Don Goller's been consistent all day. The 1-1 pitch, chopped up the middle, past the shortstop into center field for a base hit.
Great play at third.
Now throw is high, and now runners are at second and third.
Salas hesitated and saw where the ball went and then took off the third base. Have a play at third. Now you've got runners at second and third, 2 outs. An opportunity for ECC with a single just to tie this game up.
And Colin Freiling will be the batter. And we're going to get a visit to the mound. Let's see if we're going to have a pitching change here. Everybody's coming into the mound.
I think that's going to be it.
It looks like it. We'll wait. And I think I just saw the signal to the bullpen. And that'll do it. Great effort by Farnham. He goes 4 2/3 innings. Gives up the 1 run, but he's responsible for the 2 runners on base. And we'll see who the new pitcher is. Trying to see his number. I think that's number 25. He's a right-hander. And I'll check the roster. John Rogowski, I believe, is the new pitcher. Oh, it's 26, so that would be Matt Carden. Thank you. Matt Carden, the right-hander, comes on to pitch for NCCC. Runners at second and third, 2 down. Colin Freiling, the batter, flew out to left field, struck out swinging, so he's 0 for 2 on the day.
Matt Carden, another Western New York standout as he pitched for Lewiston Porters, where he comes from. was a standout. That pitching staff when he was pitching there was one of the standout programs as far as pitchers, and he's one that came out of that program.
He throws hard. You can see that in the warm-ups. Right-handed hitter, or right-handed pitcher, I mean. Colin Freiling will be the batter, the first baseman. Salas will be the runner at third. Hare will be the runner at second. Salas walked. Hare got a base hit, and there was a attempt at a play at third. Runner was safe, and runner at first moved up to second base as Carden now warms up, continues the warm-up. Looking just properly wild. His pitch is a little high.
Yeah, you can see Coach Klingersmith talking about him to finish, right?
Yeah,
make sure you finish
right?
there.
Yeah, there's a good breaking ball, but he throws hard. He's a hard-throwing right-hander. We'll see what Freiling can do with him. ECC with a chance to tie the game up. Second and third, 2 down. 3-1 end trip here in the bottom half of the fifth. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Matt Carden looks into Cote for the sign. Excuse me, to Ferris for the sign. The pitch. On the corner for a strike, 0-1. So he gets ahead of the batter. Ranke is the on-deck hitter. He would love to get a chance to swing the bat this inning. The pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. Laskowski has it, throws to Brazier in time for the out, and the inning is over. So,
something's going on.
They're just celebrating the play.
No. He's giving them warnings. He just gave warnings out.
The umpire did?
Yep. Dongar just gave warnings to both teams.
For excessive celebration?
Or talking something to I don't know what it was, but it was a warning he came out and gave.
Huh, okay. Interesting. So I guess now everything is turning into the NFL where you throw a flag if you're celebrating too much.
Well, we don't know what was said out there either, though.
Yeah, or to who. But that was just a nice play to end the inning. And it looks like the umpires are going to get together and talk a little bit more about whatever happened. I did not see or hear anything. I just heard the celebration out of the NCCC dugout after that nice play to end the inning. We're through 5, and it's 3-1 NCCC, and that looks like Mike Hartman is still out there for ECC. Each team has hit a home run. O'Brien for NCCC and Sesson for ECC. So now the umpires walk back to their respective positions, and we'll get ready for the top half of the 6th inning. Sturpey, Evans, and Ferris, the first 3 batters scheduled to face Hartman, who has pitched well and has now outlasted his counterpart as he comes up at the starts of the 6th inning. Farnham lasted 4 2/3 of an inning. Carden coming in to get the final out.
And the way it started off, I would have thought the opposite would have happened.
Exactly. The windup, the pitch. Sturpey takes a ball. Breaking ball did not catch any part of the plate there. Well, for enthusiasm, now we're closer to the NCCC dugout, so swung on and missed, strike 1, 1-1. We're closer to the NCCC dugout, and that's probably the chatter that you can hear. Or a little bit to the first base side of the dugout. Here's the pitch. Down low, all the way back to the screen, 2-1. Here comes the pitch to Sturpey. Just off the outside corner. Hartman does not want to lose the leadoff batter in the inning. It's the top of the 6th, 3-1 NCCC. Here comes the pitch to Sturpey. In there for a strike, and that'll bring the count to full at 3-2. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He struck him out. Big strikeout for Hartman to start the inning.
Come from behind too, right? He falls down, and And early on in the game, that was one where you would seen a walk come out of it. Now he gets the strikeout and getting stronger and stronger as this game goes on.
Shortstop Zach Evans 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Fouled out to the catcher and flew out to the center fielder. Here's the pitch. Ball 1, a little bit low. Trickles past the catcher and the home plate umpire. And the on-deck hitter, Ferris, will toss the ball back to the umpire. Here's the pitch. High and outside for a ball. The pitch. Ball 3. Oh, we called that a strike. Down a little slow on the draw that time. 2-1.
Don likes to take that step out, so you got to wait for that step out to come sometimes.
Here's the pitch. Ripped down the left field line. Foul. 2-2. Got a good chunk of that one, but it was just foul. So the count evens at 2-2. Good solid sound of that one coming off the bat. Nonetheless, a foul ball. The windup and the pitch. Bounced on the ground toward third. High hop for the third baseman. Gloves it, throws to first. And it's 2 up and 2 down. Karras is to Freiling. And they're 2 away. Nice play there. Good defensive play, and that'll bring up the catcher, Matt Ferris. Ferris flew out to the center field, flew out to left field. 2 up and 2 down for Hartman. Breaking ball stays up high, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Down low in the dirt, goes all the way back to the screen for a ball. Two up and 2 down in this inning for Hartman. Swinging strikeout and a bounce out to the third baseman. The pitch. Check swing foul, look out.
That just missed a couple heads right there. It really did.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those ones we're grateful we're behind the fence.
That's why I set us up here. See, I was thinking there, Stu.
You are always thinking. I got to give you that. You're always thinking. You may not be able to high jump like you used to, but you think better than ever. Ferris awaiting the pitch from Hartman. Shot foul down the third base line, and it's a 2-2 count. Matt Ferris, the catcher, awaits the pitch from Hartman, and here comes the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Tried to check his swing, couldn't do it. It was a called strike anyway, and the inning is over. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Hartman. 3 up and 3 down. Boy, he really needed that kind of inning, and we'll see if that can give his team any kind of lift. After 5.5, it's NCCC 3 and ECC 1.
We got a game. I mean,
it's what
we've been hoping for, right? Couple key hits were really what we had. Pitchers have both pitched well for N-Trip, and then also Hartman for ECC, all pitchers. It's been kind of one inning so far for both teams, if you think about it.
Yes, and Matt Carden coming in and getting the one batter he faced to work out of a second and third jam in the 5th inning. So Ranke, Arbuthnot, and Cote, the first 3 batters here in the bottom of the 6th for ECC. Ranke was safe on an error by the third baseman, made it as far as third base. That was way back in the 2nd inning and bounced out to the third baseman.
So I think Salas is out warming up right now still.
Greg Salas, the shortstop?
Yeah, I think that's him out there warming up.
Could be. We saw him do that in a Muni League game, I seem to remember. I remember some odd things.
Yep, look, he's out there. That's him warming up out there, number 11.
I'm sure he'd like to get another chance to bat, and he just might. Ranke will start us off, the right fielder. This is the first time he's seen Matt Carden. Ferris, the catcher, goes out to have a word with his pitcher. Who you got in the NCAA game tonight there, Tom?
You know, I think you're going to have to favor Gonzaga, but Baylor is an interesting team, and they haven't seen a team like Baylor yet, especially with the guards that Baylor's going to bring, as many as they're going to bring. I think it's going to be an interesting game. I think you give a slight edge to Gonzaga, but am I going to be shocked to see Baylor win? Not at all.
All right. Bottom of the sixth, 3-1, end trip over ECC. Here's the pitch. High and tight, backs him off the plate, ball one. Well, I watched the end of the Gonzaga game with UCLA the other night with my daughters, and we were like, oh my goodness. Pitch is inside, 2-0. Not the way Carden wants to start the inning. I mean, the kid from UCLA makes a great play, and the next thing you know, you hit that three-pointer. His ball three is up high. It was like, oh my goodness. They'll never talk about the play the kid from UCLA made, and that was a great play to tie it. Great game. And we got one here, too. 3-0. The pitch. High. Ball four. Not the way Carden wanted to start this inning. A four-pitch walk to Ranke. And that will bring up Carter Arbuthnot.
And if you remember early in the game, Ranke stole second base, which was big, right, to put a runner in scoring position. He's got speed, and he can easily steal a base to try to put himself in scoring position.
Arbuthnot has been on base twice, hit by pitch and a base on balls. Breaking ball off the inside corner. That's 5 straight balls thrown by Carden.
You wonder, too, do you start taking pitches right here to make the pitcher throw strikes?
Throw over to first, and Ranke's back with a dive. Arbuthnot waiting for that pitch. Left-handed hitter, here it comes. There's a fastball for a strike, 1-1.
April 5th, and we're out covering a baseball game. Is this awesome or what in Western New York?
The answer to that question is a resounding, absolutely, positively yes. Ball up high. The catcher Ferris looked down to first base and thought about throwing down there. Ferris getting a good lead, getting a good 2 or 3 step lead. ECC down 3-1 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. There's a pitch, and that's bounced off the pitcher's leg, and it gets past the second baseman into right field. Ranke will head for third. It'll be first and third with nobody out. Carden getting a bad break there. He got the comebacker up the middle, hit his leg, and Laskowski, it changed direction on Laskowski, who was moving to his left. The ball went to his right, and he couldn't make the play. So a tough break there. That's one of those funny bounces of the baseball. Ball was hit hard. First and third, nobody out. Cole Cote is the batter. End trip looking for a double play. They got one earlier.
That's just bad luck, you know what I mean? It just comes up, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that's just baseball, right? It'll tear your heart out. There's a ball, 1-0. Dog on the field, out in center field. Maybe he's beyond the fence. Must be beyond the fence, but there are a couple of dogs out there. Cole, throw over to first. Back safely. That was a pretty close play. Is Carter Arbuthnot.
It's got a nice move over to first base and has no problem with throwing it.
No, it's dangerous too when the runner's at first and third. Better throw it in the right spot, and it better be caught. Here's the pitch. Popped up, fouled on the right side, and that will land out of play for a strike on Cole Cote. Nobody out, runners at first and third. Bottom half of the 6th inning, end trip leading ECC here. 3-1, Stu Boyer and Tom Prince, and we hope you're enjoying the game this afternoon. There's another one to follow. We will not be broadcasting the second one. Throw over to first, and a nice catch by the first baseman Brazier, as Carden's throw wasn't quite as much on target as the previous one. Cole Cote, right-handed batter, got the batting gloves on both hands. The pitch, high and tight for a ball. And now you're going to hear more from the ECC dugout, as they cheer their teammate on.
And Tripp, bullpen is live right now. We just can't see him from here.
Breaking ball stays up high. Runners lead from first and third. Ranke at third, Arbuthnot at first. The pitch to Cote. high, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So Cote draws the walk.
So I think Zach LaPlante is who is warming up right now and who is probably going to be coming into this game.
A.J. Carosis is the scheduled hitter. And we are getting a pitching change. So Carden comes in, gets them out of the bottom of the 5th, and struggles here in the bottom of the 6th. He leaves with the bases loaded, so it'll take pretty much a Houdini act for the tall left-hander on the mound. We're waiting to see if we can see his number.
It's Zach LaPlante is who it is.
Zach LaPlante.
Yeah, Zach LaPlante from Ken West.
Kenmore West.
So we got another local guy.
Well, LaPlante has his work cut out for him. Bases loaded, nobody out in the bottom half of the 6th inning. His team is up 3-1, and he's in a huge, huge jam.
And Zach's older brother, Kyle, is at Purdue right now, is where he's playing his ball.
So he's pitching for the Boilermakers.
I don't think he's a pitcher. He's a positional player.
He's a left-handed thrower, and we'll see what he can come up with here. Everybody in the infield will be up on their toes now if they weren't previously. Ball, one of the warm-up pitches, comes back to the screen right in front of us. This is Matt LaPlante.
No, Zach.
Zach LaPlante, thank you. Third pitcher of the day for NCCC.
And I'll tell you, if they tie this up, or even take the lead, does Hartman come back out and start the 7th?
That's an interesting question. He's had a terrific day. And if they take the lead, does it change as opposed to just tying it? Of course,
Right.
they still got to do some damage here. A.J. Carosis, the third baseman, bounced out to the second baseman and lined out to the second baseman. So Laskowski's been on his toes when this young man's been at the plate.
So the corners are in. The corners are going to come home, first or third. Infield stays back as they're going to go for the double play.
Left-handed pitcher, left-handed batter, the pitch. High and tight, ball 1-0, a fastball. Fourth batter of the inning, 2 walks and a single. Have them loaded. A.J. Carosis looking to do some damage. LaPlante out of the stretch, the pitch. Outside, ball 2-0.
No place to put him, so you're going to think I'm sitting dead red fastball on this one right at the belt.
Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 3-0. Well, LaPlante definitely does not want to walk this man.
You got to think he's got the red light. I don't think he's swinging on this one.
The pitch. In there for a strike, fastball. And he would have loved to have taken a hack at that.
But I get it. Listen, he hasn't thrown strikes. You want to make him throw strikes. Is what he's trying to do. But again, sitting dead red fastball.
The pitch. Ball 4, he walked him, and it's a 3-2 game. LaPlante, I think he wanted that call. He didn't get it. And now the bases are still loaded with a run in. So Mason Wright, the DH, is the scheduled hitter.
No, I think they've got a new hitter.
Yeah.
Tyler Wilson is coming to pinch hit right now.
Tyler Wilson will bat for Mason Wright. Bases loaded, nobody out, a run in, 3-2, NCCC leading ECC. What's Tyler's last name? Wilson?
Wilson, yep.
Tyler Wilson. The pitch. Ripped into right center field. It'll drop for a base hit. Here comes one run to tie it. Here comes the second run, and ECC takes the lead on the 2-run base hit by Tyler Wilson. He dropped that one into right center field. 2-run score. ECC takes a 4-3 lead. They have first and third with still nobody out. Those walks, Tom, will kill you every single time.
Yep. And Sesson, who's hit one out already today, now comes up.
We go back to the top of the order for Arlen Sesson with runners at first and third, and ECC now in the lead. First lead of the day for the Cats. Arlen Sesson homered his last time up. LaPlante walked the batter, gave up a base hit. There's a ball down low and outside, 1-0. NCCC looking to get it out. Tyler Wilson, the big hit of the ball game so far. LaPlante now taking his time. Runners lead from the corners. The pitch. Fouled out of play down the right side. Arlen Sesson, 1 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to shortstop, flew out to center field, and homered to left. And LaPlante will step off the rubber. And now he'll step back on. Wilson leading from first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Arlen Sesson, the batter. Zach LaPlante needs an out here. Ripped right at Leskowski to second. Throws to short for one. There is no throw to first, and another run scores. And it's a 5-3 game. That is a huge, huge run. Carosis scores. And now there's a runner on first with 2 out, and Salas is the batter. And we may, as Tom mentioned, see Salas pitching. It's now a 5-3 game in favor of ECC. So the Cats erupting for 4 here in the 6th. Bounced in the dirt, and there goes the runner to second. The throw, not nearly in time. Leskowski makes a great save catching that one that might have been headed to center field.
And breaks up the double play because there's only 1 out right there.
That excellent point.
So now you put a runner in scoring position, break up that double play, which could extend this inning even more.
It has not gone the way LaPlante wanted it to. Walked the first hitter, gave up a 2-run single to the next hitter. And then the ground out scored a run. The RBI ground out. Isaiah Salas awaits the pitch. Sesson on at second. The pitch. Ripped on the line. Oh, nice catch by the first baseman, Brazier, on the line drive by Salas, and there are 2 away in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Hit it hard, and you know what? If that gets past Brazier, he could run all day.
Oh, and that was exactly what I was going to say. That was going to go right down the line into the corner of the field, and who knows what happens then.
Better now is Greg Hare. Sesson still on at second with 2 down. Bottom of the 6th, the pitch bounced in the dirt. Nice stop by catcher Ferris. Hare got a hit his last time up, bounced into a double play, bounced out to the second baseman, got a base hit his last time, so he's 1 for 3 on the day. Big RBI out there at second base. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike on the inside corner. 1-1. The sun has gone down a little bit. It's a little bit chillier. Gotten a lot chillier on the NCCC side of the field, and a little warmer over on the ECC side. LaPlante winds and fires. Ripped past the third baseman into left field. Here comes Sesson. Here comes the throw to the plate. Not in time. Throw down to second. Not in time. And it's a 6-3 game in favor of ECC. Greg Hare ripped that one. Fairbrother at third. Tried to get a glove on it. Went under his glove for a base hit. He hit it hard, and he gets a run in. So Sesson, that was Tyler Wilson scores. And now it's a 6-3 game, and Colin Freiling is the batter. 2 outs. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Big 5-run inning here so far for ECC. Freiling trying to keep it alive. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a great pitch right there. Breaking ball. 0-2. They've batted around now, according to my very official, unofficial score sheet. Big innings, you know, it gets messy. Freiling awaits the pitch from LaPlante. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. Now, did he foul tip it? And he's called out. He called him out. Don Goller calls him out, and that will end the inning. But what an inning for ECC. 5 runs to take a 6-3 lead after 6 complete. So now N-Trip needs to rally to tie this one up. NCCC led most of the way. Sesson got ECC on the board with a home run in the 5th, and in the 6th, ECC pushes across 5.
Salas is coming into pitch right now, too.
So Isaiah Salas moves from shortstop to the pitcher's mound. And I'm not sure who went out to. I can tell you it's not
I think
Hartman.
it's Tristan Ciarlo is who went in over at shortstop.
I was going to say I knew for sure it wasn't Hartman. He's a lefty. I don't think I've ever seen a left-handed shortstop. Can you think of one?
No.
I didn't think so. So for NCCC here, the scheduled batters are Lance Baldensberger, Vinny Stutz, and then we go back to the top of the order for Scotty O'Brien, who has a home run today for N-Trip. Well, this was a game that N-Trip seemed to be in control of, and it got away from him in the bottom of the 6th.
And the way Farnham was pitching for the first 4 innings, he just looked unhittable the way he was. He just was really had a great pace. His curveball was unbelievable today with great breaking. And all of a sudden, they pull him in the 4th, and then here we go. And ECC starts making the run.
What's that? Thank you. So Don Goller telling us about the move we just mentioned, that Salas is pitching. That was nice of him to come over and tell us that.
Absolutely.
Veteran umpire, been doing this a long time.
Class act, really is.
Good guy.
Knows the game, knows every rule. I'll tell you, if you want to know a rule and you want to find out whether it was done right, Don's the guy to ask, no doubt about it.
So we're in the top of the 7th. It's 6-3, ECC leading NCCC. ECC exploding for 5 runs in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Lance Baldensberger, Vinny Stutz, and Scotty O'Brien, the first 3 scheduled to face Isaiah Salas out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Came all the way here to play baseball. That's pretty awesome.
He's got family here is what brought him here.
No, that's still pretty cool. Here's the pitch. Fastball for a strike. 0-1 on Baldensberger. Baldensberger walked back in the 5th. Lined out to strike on the corner. So Salas comes in and throws strikes. Baldensberger got a base hit back in the 2nd. 0-2 on the leadoff batter. Salas fires. Driven down the right field line. Way back, deep and out of play. A foul ball. A long foul kept curving down the right field line. No damage there. 0-2 on Baldensberger. N-Trip with some work to do here, down by 3. This game was calm until the, for lack of a better way to put it, until the bottom of the 6th when ECC exploded for 5. These 2 teams will play another game right after this one. We will not be broadcasting that one. Here's the pitch from Salas. Just off the outside corner, 1-2 on Lance Baldensberger.
And you can see what ECC's mentality pitching-wise is to be at that outside corner.
The stretch, the pitch. High fly ball into left center field. Going back, still going back, reaching up, and making the catch is the left fielder Hare, and there's one away here in the top half of the 7th inning. Hit it far, but not far enough. And that will bring up Vinny Stutz, the right fielder. Hit a triple and bounced out to the second baseman. Nobody on, one out. Top of the 7th. Swing and a miss, strike one. Good fastball from Salas to Stutz, 0-1. Stutz, right-handed batter against the right-hander Salas. There's the pitch. Outside, ball one, 1-1.
See what I mean? Sitting right on that corner. They're looking to hit, in other words, beat me, go oppo, and prove that you can go opposite field on me.
So Stutz calls timeout, steps out of the batter's box. Salas working out of the stretch. Nobody on, but he's one of those pitchers who likes to work out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, just missed with that one, and it's 1-1.
I almost wonder if he would have caught that, if he would have called it a strike.
I was wondering about that too. You could hear it hit some plastic in there. The pitch. High fly ball into shallow center field. The center fielder is there and makes the catch. Almost a huge collision between the outfielders. Sesson made that catch. Ranke came over, and fortunately for them, no collision and the ball was caught. Boy, that looked a little scary. And now it comes down to Scotty O'Brien. For N-Trip, he homered his last time up. O'Brien has had a good day, single and an RBI in the 3rd, a home run in the 5th, and he walked to start the game, so they haven't got him out yet. 2 down, top of the 7th, 6-3 ECC. Salas to O'Brien. Breaking ball is high, 1-0. Stu Boyer, Tom Prince, and Russ Battaglia bringing you this game this afternoon from ECC North. Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 2, 2-0. Salas does not want to walk anybody. Two down, nobody on. O'Brien, the last hope for N-Trip. Salas fires up high, ball 3, 3-0. First 2 batters of the inning flew out to left and center field, and we'll see what O'Brien does here. N-Trip needs base runners. And they just got one. Ball 4 is high and tight, and O'Brien draws the 2-out walk, his 2nd walk of the game. So that will bring up Andrew Fairbrother, the 3rd baseman, with 2 down and a runner on first, and ECC up 6-3. The final 3 outs, especially that 3rd one, the toughest to get. That's why big league closers make a lot of money. Not everybody can do it.
Very true.
Fairbrother awaits the pitch from Salas. Down low, ball 1. It being a 6-3 game, they're not going to hold the runner on first. Here's the ball 1 pitch to Fairbrother. Foul out of play, 1-1 the count. Two down, runner on at first, 6-3 ECC. In the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Chop foul at home plate. 1-2 on number 1 and 2, number 12. So Salas can put this one in the win column for ECC if he can get Fairbrother here. O'Brien getting his lead off of first. 2 outs, O'Brien the runner at first. The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Called strike 3, and the ball game is over. Don Goller rings him up. And ECC with a big come-from-behind win to take game 1 of the doubleheader by a final score of 6-3. Some final observations, Tom?
No, I mean, listen, I thought the starting pitchers for both teams were unbelievable. You saw the bullpen for N-Trip struggle a little bit as they came in. Big inning in the bottom of the sixth for ECC, and that's a difference of the game right there.
All right, well, just want to let everybody know that we'll have a high school football schedule for everybody later this week. I'm assuming that'll be decided tonight.
Yep.
You, Tom, and Frank Wolf will decide that, and perhaps Tom and I will hopefully be someplace this weekend.
No doubt.
Tomorrow night, though, Tom and I will be at St. Francis as Canisius plays St. Francis. Anyway, this afternoon here at ECC North, the Cats with a come-from-behind 6-3 win over NCCC. They score 5 times in the bottom half of the 6th inning to get the win. For Russ Battaglia and Tom Prince, I'm Stu Boyer. Have a good night.